My fiancée cheated on me with my brother on our engagement day, and my family justifies my brother's behavior. I broke up with them all and cut off contact with my family for 2 years. After that, an accident happened to my brother and my fiancée, and they put me in a difficult situation when they asked me to take care of their child. 4 days ago, my family reached out to me after 2 years of no contact. This all happened because my fiancée cheated on me with my brother on our engagement day, which resulted in a disaster, and I had to cut off all communication with them. To give some context, my fiancé, my brother, and I all went to school together and had known each other for a long time. Kim, my fiancé, was in the same grade as us, while Ron, my brother, was 2 years behind. Ron and I used to be very close when we were younger, so we were part of the same friend group, which meant he was also friends with Kim. I asked Kim to be my date for the prom in my senior year of high school, and after that, we started dating. We even ended up going to the same college, so we had been together for almost 7 years when I asked her to marry me. She said yes, and we got engaged. I organized a party that same day, where only our families and a couple of close friends came in the evening to celebrate the big news before announcing it on social media. I was so busy celebrating that I didn't notice anything strange around me. I didn't see Ron looking very upset and trying to put on a happy face. I also didn't notice that he went to smoke in the backyard. I didn't even realize that when Kim excused herself to go to the bathroom, she was gone for almost 15 minutes. But suddenly, when I noticed that Kim had been gone for over 10 minutes, I decided to go check on her and headed to the bathroom. To my surprise, she wasn't there, and my instinct told me to check the backyard. I was saved from a terrible marriage because when I peeked into the backyard, I saw my brother kissing my fiancée. I already had a terrible gut feeling when both of them came out of the room one after the other, and seeing that scene made me feel awful. I froze for a few seconds before finally reacting and yelling at them, which made them separate. They tried to act innocent, which was obviously useless. I had seen what they were doing and knew the truth. I started walking back into the house, feeling so many things at once that I don't even remember exactly what they were trying to say to me. I just remember that they were trying to talk to me, but I was completely disconnected and wasn't even listening to them. I entered the living room with them behind me, and without even waiting for them to say anything, I announced what I had seen. I told our families that the engagement was unfortunately cancelled because Kim was a filthy traitor, and Ron had no sense of loyalty. Kim started crying, and Ron tried to console her. That image bothered me so much that I told them both to get out of my house. At that time, Kim and I were living together, but my name was on the lease. We used to split the rent, so she tried to argue with me and said she wasn't going anywhere because she hadn't done anything wrong. Naturally, this shocked me because I think kissing your fiancé's brother is practically the definition of doing something wrong. But she continued to explain that she had only agreed to go out with me when we were in high school because she needed a date for the prom, and even when we were in college, she thought she loved me, but she really didn't. In the last few years, after we graduated, she realized that she had feelings for Ron, not me. Apparently, living with me made her realize that our relationship would never work because we were too different. She thought I was a workaholic who didn't know how to have fun and that I was too controlling and possessive. Honestly, I had no idea what she was talking about because I work normal hours and really don't prioritize work over my personal life. As for having fun, I don't even know what she means because, in my opinion, I'm pretty fun. I don't even want to get into what she said about me being controlling and possessive because I don't think I was like that with her at any point. But I think she just wanted a reason to break up with me, so she made up a bunch of things in her head and started validating them herself. Anyway, she continued telling me that she had been talking to Ron about her problems with me for a couple of years and gradually began to fall in love with him. In fact, they hadn't even been together, but getting engaged made her realize that she couldn't go on like this. When she saw that Ron seemed quite upset and really had to leave the room, she took it as a sign and followed him to the backyard. They talked about their feelings for each other, and only after that confession did they kiss for the first time. They said the only reason they had held back for so long was because Kim and I had been together for so long that neither of them wanted to hurt me. That was the only reason Kim had agreed to marry me, because she didn't think Ron would make a move on her since he loved his brother. Ron had been thinking similarly, believing that maybe he never had a chance with Kim because she loved me so much, even though she constantly complained about me to him. But after talking in the backyard, they realized that her engagement to me was never going to work because she was in love with him, and he was in love with her. Now, Kim wanted to break off her engagement with me and try to have a real relationship with my brother. You can click on share and more to see if there is a part 2.